Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. Today it's corn chips. I got 2 pounds of corn chips, of corn here, fresh corn. This one has been frozen, but you can cut it from the corn if you have it. Now it's season. Corn is in season, so you might succeed to find it. I couldn't find it. My health food shop didn't have it, but the frozen are always in my freezer, and it has been throughout the year. So it's very easy. Put 2 pounds of corn, food processor, fit it with the S-blade. I just want to show you the S-blade, the wave-like blade. And put the corn all in, and you see I have a large food processor that's fit to use larger quantities, so I can make a large amount of corn chips, for example, or other staples, because I like to make some food in advance. This is durable, takes months, okay, it keeps for months, and when it's good stored in a sealed container, dry, then less work. So this is here 2 pounds, and I have about a pound of young coconut flesh, the meat of the coconut. I don't know, it depends how many coconuts you need. The flesh can be thin or thick. This is a little bit thicker, the other a little bit thinner, but it's here 2 cups, a little bit more, or a pound or so. Goes in there too. Yeah, it's an easy recipe. I have 3 limes here. The juice of 3 limes here. You can also take lemon. It doesn't really matter. Lime is a little bit nicer for the coconut. It is a wonderful combination for coconut and lime. And I will add some salt, and Himalayan salt, and some chili. This is a bird-eyed chili. That means this is pretty hot. And for 2 pounds of corn, chili and corn are pretty nice together. This would be, I guess, a nice quantity. It's even maybe not half a teaspoon, maybe a little less, and it's a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. So very little, a quarter of a teaspoon maybe. You can always try what you like, and I will see. I will taste it afterwards, after the processing, and then I will see if I adjust a little bit to my needs. So now we'll take some time. I see you in a bit. I guess it's done now. It took about 3 minutes. And now I have to taste it. The texture is pretty nice, you can see. It's getting creamy here. You see? Takes some time always. The corn has a hard shell, the kernels. Now I have to taste it. If my seasoning, my spices are okay. Yeah. Yeah. Very great. Yeah. With the chilies in the background. Doesn't come at first. Later. There. It's all there. Just an idea. It's wonderful. Great. So, 1 tablespoon of Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon Himalayan salt, and 1/4 teaspoon, I would say, of bird-eyed chili. Now I show you what I do with it. Here's the sheet of my food processor. You need this one, a teflex, it's called. And when I spread it evenly, I guess I can I can fill 2 of these sheets, maybe 3. I will see that. Do that. I will see. I begin to spoon this much a bit to begin with. And it is nice, this kind of food processor, this kind of dehydrator, because my sheets here are so nice constructed that I can use this tool to get the nice sides of my crackers, or my chips. You see, I just do it like this. I put it over the sides, and the sides come up a little bit, so it's a nice borderline. It's perfect for the shape of my crackers, my chips. I need a little bit more. They should be thin and crispy, but not too thin. Let's see. So you see, it's pretty easy. Let's put it out evenly. I show you only one tray, because the rest you can find out by yourself. I don't need to show you the whole batch, of course. Yeah, and it depends on your choices. What kind of how thick these chips you would like them. I prefer a medium. Sometimes I like it thinner, but especially in these corn chips, yeah, they are very grounded. You know, the corn is something very earthy, has a nice quality. It is. I like it very much because I like to fly in my mind, and so I always like my body to be earth. And so I love corn a lot. It's a great cereal for me. And if this earth quality that is supported, if they are a little bit thicker, and you will then to talk about the elements is just a kind of way of talking. I mean, you have to experience what it tastes like to chew into, to bite into a little bit thicker chip. See, this is good enough, because once it will dry, the whole thing is even. Yeah. The slight differences here in height don't really matter. In height. So now I use this kind of knife, and here important is this here is all very thin here. I have another blade that is thicker here, a more expensive one. That is not so positive, not so versatile here, not so helpful. Because now I will do it like this. I will cut in the diagonal here in the middle. I just make I press a little bit, very careful. See, this is why it's important that the blade is thin on both sides, because I put the side directly into the corner. It gives me a good back hold. You will notice, if you try to do it yourself, you will find out what I say, that it is helpful to have this cheaper kind of knife, not such a strong blade. Strong blades are more expensive usually, but here in this case I always prefer the cheaper one. So I have 2 diagonal lines here, see, to begin with. Now I square it in the middle through the cross. Again, 2 lines, evenly. Because when I do that now, this is very important for the crackers to have a nice shape. You don't need to do that. You can have any shape you like. You can crack them just as they are, natural way. Here, I show you, because this is my favorite shape here, the triangle one. See, I have already large triangles. I have 8 triangles now. Now I have 8 triangles, at the same time 4 square, the sides, and I cross the squares to their diagonal again. So at the same time I have now 16 triangles. And it's good to know how many crackers you will have. For example, if you prepare for a party, if you want to make are you invited, or you have some guests, then you should know how many crackers you need. So this this squaring, the 4 squares makes it 16 triangles here. 16 triangles, you see? And I can go even further and make it 32. Again, I make long lines, again halving the larger triangles, doubling them. Doesn't have to be perfect here. And this is my last step. 2 more lines and everything is done. And once I put that in a dehydrator now, 104 degrees or so, it needs maybe a night, 14 hours or so, or maybe a day to be crisp. I have to turn it around a certain point from the other side, use the other underground, the under foil, and it's ready. So I show you the next process too. When they are done, I have to turn them around, and well, you can imagine now, it's very easy. Once they are dry now, I can turn it around, pull it off, and dry from the other side. Done. Super delicious. I show you a photo. Friends, enjoy. And enjoy these wonderful crackers, chips. And you can subscribe Andy Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Comment, have a little chat, conversation, ask your question, your suggestions. I like it. See you soon. So, quickly, just to show you the turning around, 8 hours later, now, the first part has dried, you see? This is what it looks like after 8 hours. And now we have here the sides. They have to be loosened, and that's why I use a little knife. Yes, a little knife, and because otherwise I will destroy the crackers on the outside. So it's very easy. I just carefully cut along the sides. I have to go around. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see it here? Here I have to cut in here. See? I have to be careful not to destroy my dehydrator. And the Paraflex sheet. But still I have to use some pressure. You just use your feeling. It's not that difficult, just a little bit careful. I'll show you in a second what happens when it's done. It should be okay now. So I make sure everything is loose. I just go around with the knife around the sheet, under the sheet, really loosen it. So that's done now. See? And now it's just loose, you see? I can lift it. Now what I do now is I take a second tray. This time I have this put it on, and I just turn it like on the other one, on the first one, and turn it around. Now I can take it off, the first one. You see that I have to clean now. It's just to soak in a little bit of water with a little soap, and then it's easy to clean. So here, now I can just take off the first Perflex sheet like this, and it's only possible, it has to be at a certain state of being dry. It has to be, otherwise it won't go off. It will stick. That you have to take care a little bit. See, on this, there are some spots there where it sticks a little bit, where you lose some of the corn cracker. But that doesn't matter. In the end, it looks like this. And now I just take another couple of hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, with the same temperature in the dehydrator, and everything is done. I can then easily crack the single crackers apart very easily and store them in an airtight container, and that I will show you in a photo what they look like in the end. Well, thanks for watching again. Just a little explication for people who have never done that before. Nothing a big problem.